Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world, wherever you are watching us from. I welcome you to this amazing program, and I appreciate you for joining us on this special day. It is not a day that we have chosen by ourselves to air our voice to the whole world. We call it Monday Sit at Home. Some call it Mazin Nandekano's Day. Today is that day, and we have come to preach the gospel of Biafra. Before we go into the message, first of all, let us prepare our mind and soul with the inspirational music that we use on our programs. You are welcome.
I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is the message for you. Those who from their mother's womb were born. Do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
When the Boroku, Nijimwero Mekumu Biafra. Mwerenda siputa makamwero mwekanyinaga biko kulien ogeruo biko kulien iye jamalike ogeruo omwerenda boroku makamwero wanyi omwerenda buruchekwa makamwero mwewu Biafra biko kulien ogeruo biko kulien iye jamalike ogeruo the spirit of Biafra biko kulien ogeruo mwerende Biafra kidie mbe biko kulien ogeruo o amadike no na donjon mugekwe kihere meyae Odike, mbosi ike rura choba dike. Biko kulien ogeruo. Biko kulien, iye jamadike ogeruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, Master Simon M. It want to smooth to swing a banner on Ibu. Never brother and tap on my Ibu. Oh, Guinea. Mazi Simon Epa, emezu wakokwere onyendu. Iye jamadi keruo, imokwa Simon Epa wujie. Iye jamadi keruo, Simon Epa watakata wo. Ojuda kwenyi, mkwikwe onyendu kine betata. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you. Prime Minister Veroni, Aniga Manuga, I will follow you. Anina, I will follow you. I will follow you. The question is this: if Nigerian government failed to organize a referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom from Biafra? And I'm going to be number one to follow you. If you are looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Ogwe Bucharangwe, Master Simon Epa, or Guinea. Master Simon Epa, Pico, Gisiki, Kaka, Nogu, Atakata, Kaina, Ojuda, Way, Quipoloyendu, Guinea, Menata. I am 50 men, oh yes, and I said, follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back, I will follow you. Prime Minister Veroni, Aniga Manuga, I will follow you, Anina, I will follow you, I will follow you. Oh, my dear Iye jamadi keruo, Biafra Republic government awutie. Iye jamadi keruo, Commander Jetule Kweshiri. General Buduso, Sona Atakatawo. Commander Holy Ghost, Okunyendu Borokunu Nasatata. Iko kulie nuo, okeruo. Iko kulie.
Maka Biafra Wero putara nyi onye ndu Iye Simon Eba Oba Tobiye.
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created. for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He
say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me on this program this morning. Wherever you are watching this program from, if you're watching us on YouTube or you're watching on Facebook, I welcome you. I welcome every one of you. And I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect everyone that is connected to this program. Please, as you join us on this platform, like and share the program. Like and share to family and friends. Like and share to everyone that is close to you. Do not keep the message to yourself alone. Make sure you reach out to as many people as possible so that they can join us on this program this morning. Let us carry the message of Biafra to the whole world as we have always done. As we have always done. Wonderful Biafrans, for the sake of those who are joining us for the very first time on this platform, I want to remind you that this is a platform that is under the Biafra Republic of Exile, a platform under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, under the strict command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In this very platform, we do not come here to attack any individual. We don't come here to preach hate. We do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here for blackmail. We don't come here for lies. We come here to speak to the world about the situation in Biafra land. We come here to encourage Biafrans to continue to stand on their legitimate rights. We come here to remind Biafrans that they should continue to pursue their self-determination, which is their right. Hold on to their self-defense, which is also their right, and also hold on to the right to life. We are here to debunk every lie that has been told against the Biafran people, against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, against our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Each time we come here, it is an interactive section, a section where we admit people to join us and speak on this very platform. It does not matter your line of thought. It does not matter your opinion. It does not matter where you belong, whether you are a Biafran or you're not a Biafran. That is not important. It doesn't matter your religion or location. In this platform, we give room for everyone to join us and speak their mind. You can make your own contribution the way you want it. We are not going to stop you. Every Biafran have the right to come on and speak in the language that they understand. Whichever part of Biafra land you are from, you have the right to come on and speak in the language that your people understand, to reach out to them. If you're not a Biafran, you are from other part of the world, you're also welcome to speak to Biafran people in a way that they will understand. One thing we ask of people that join us on this platform is to make sure you appear decent. You cannot appear on this platform naked. You cannot appear on this platform in an undecent manner, because we are here representing a government and standing for the Biafran people, standing for everything that is right. One thing again that we beg you is that whenever you are joining us on the platform, make sure you keep your words civil. Be as civil as you can. If you are not civil, it will be difficult for people to get your opinion. So many people are watching. So when you are speaking, you make sure you keep your information and your words civil so that people can understand you. The Biafran people are watching, the whole world is watching, the Biafra Republic of Exile cabinet is watching, our Prime Minister most especially is watching. So every information you pass in this platform will get to him. That is why you must make your statement in a civil manner so that it can be easy to digest. We are not telling you to throw away your opinion. We are not forcing our own opinion to you. You are entitled to your opinion. We are not telling you not to show your anger, not to show your grievances, not to show your expression. We are not telling you to be politically correct. All we are saying, you can do all that, present your case, but do it in a civil manner. Fellow Biafran, we have come back today. You know what today is? Today is Monday. That sacred day of Biafran people, a day we have chosen to speak to the whole world and let the world know where we stand. A day we have chosen to continue to tell the world that our supreme leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, is innocent and must be released unconditionally. A day we come together to demand the release of every political prisoner of Biafra in the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. A day we come together to speak loud on the delegitimization of Nigerian government in Biafra territory. A day we come together to show the world that those who are appointed by the caliphate, appointed by Nigeria on Biafran territory, have no power or control over Biafra land. A day we come together to show the legitimacy of the Biafra Republic government in exile in Biafra land. That is why you see every Monday for the past 3 years, Biafrans are sitting at home without being forced, without being cajoled, because it is the right thing to do. Against all the blackmail propaganda attack, Biafrans have continued to sit at home. And their request is the unconditional release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the referendum of the Biafran people, and the exit of the Zoo army from Biafran territory. Until that is done, we will continue to sit at home for how long it will take. Fellow Biafran that are watching, remember our self-referendum is still ongoing. If you have not yet casted your vote on that self-referendum, I don't know what you're waiting. There is not enough to say that every one of us is a Biafran. You say that nobody is more Biafran than you, but from all look at it, from your attitude, it shows that there are people who are more Biafran than you. You can't be claiming to be a Biafran and you have refused to cast your vote on the self-referendum. You can't be claiming to be a Biafran and you're waiting for people to beg you before you cast your vote. If you are genuinely a Biafran and you sincerely want freedom, you must go and cast your vote. As long as you are 18 and above, it is your civic responsibility to cast your vote on the Biafra self-referendum. To speak loud so that the world will know your own opinion. Make sure that your voice counts. Fellow Biafran, we have come once again today to encourage Biafrans and speak on certain issues that must be addressed. Today, the enemies of Biafra have increased in their propaganda. They are drawing new blackmails against our Prime Minister, Martin Samuel, against the Biafra Republic of Nigeria, even against our self-referendum. We are going to deal with those issues today. As you know, what we do here is to debunk lies against our Prime Minister, against Biafra, against our school Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It is so sad sometimes that certain things we see, it breaks my heart. Why Biafran will be behaving in such manner, or why Biafrans will listen to such kind of group of people. Every one of us today know that the only organization that is genuinely standing for the freedom of Biafran people is the Biafra Republic government in exile. This is the only organization that have a footprint and roadmap on how to get Biafra. And their footprint and roadmap is in the open. It is not something they will tell you, come and meet us before we show it to you. It is open. The footprint on how to get Biafra, how to set Biafra free, it is open and is in the public. But it is unfortunate that even up to now, there are some people who are still pretending not to know the right thing. There are people who are still paying attention to blackmail and propaganda. There are still some people who do not want to pay attention to what is actually going on. But regardless of what they do, we are not going to stop. We are not going to relent. All I'm going to do is that whatever I have to do on my own side to bring information to the Biafran people, I will continue to do, regardless what the enemies are doing. And if you are a genuine Biafra, at this point in time, you must tie your girdle very strong. Tighten up your belt. Tighten up your belt. This is not the time. This is not the time to look back. This is not the time to say you are waiting for Mr. A or waiting Mr. B. Your concern should be your own self. It will be a very sad thing to see many of us who are on this struggle today to fall out at this period of time. When we have seen Biafra, when it is just a step forward to walk into Biafra, it is sad. It is sad that people today at this critical time are still falling out from the struggle. That people today at this critical time are still looking at things that doesn't matter. But I bet you, as a Biafra, you must stand strong. Do not be deceived. Do not be distracted. Always know that there is only one way for us: freedom. One way to security, one way to respect, one way to life. For Biafran people, it is freedom. And the earlier you understand this, the better for you. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, the collective interest of the Biafran people should be what bothers you. When you continue to make this struggle about yourself, you will continue to fail. When you allow your envy, jealousy, and greed to occupy your heart, you will continue to fail. Until you begin to accept the reality of the day, you will continue to fail. Before we continue, I want to share with you some of the propaganda video we are seeing online today. And while I play those propaganda video, I want you to put your mind in place, so that when you see all these videos, you should ignore them. Don't even comment, don't share, don't pay attention, don't go and attack them, ignore them and scroll. I saw a video where an idiot, I don't know what they call themselves, the writers they call themselves, and they brought a documentary. They call themselves writers of whatever, I can't understand whatever they call themselves. And they are pushing a documentary accusing our Prime Minister of insecurity in Biafra land, accusing our Prime Minister of intimidating Biafra people. A lie from the pit of hell. These idiots have not been able to go and compare the attack of the Zolika rebellions against the Biafra people. They have not been able to go and investigate or bring details on what is happening to Biafra and how the Zoological Republic and the terrorists are taking our life from Biafra people. What they did was to push the narrative to our Prime Minister, not to convince themselves. I believe that no Biafra will be confused with that useless narrative they are pushing. Every video you see them playing are video extracted from the destruction which was done by the contraption called Nigeria and the Zoological Republic. And the funniest thing is that they do not have any eyewitness or any evidence of what they were saying. But in the other way around, we have evidence to show that the people who have supported the insecurity in Biafra land, taking the life of innocent Biafra, are the IPOB Nigeria. The IPOB Nigeria have done evil, a lot of evil. Their name will be mentioned. I am going to play videos for you to understand, so that you remain focused, don't get distracted. When you see those useless narratives they are pushing, don't pay attention to all those idiocy. These people have lost it. They have been driven away from the struggle from day one, and they can never come back. Just our Prime Minister said that I will send you out of IPOB. I'll be your end. The Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, have become their end, and they cannot be able to handle it today. They go around pushing different narrative and lies against the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria. You are doing documentary. You have not been able to document the attack against Biafra people, which was orchestrated by the zoo. There are several evidence of the attack of the zoo on Biafra and how they burn the properties of Biafra, they burn houses, destroy businesses, take lives. Videos are there for you. You could not be able to make that compilation, but you channel your energy on fighting against Biafran people. Everybody that says any word or make any broadcast against our Prime Minister or against the Biafra Republic of Israel is the enemy of Biafrans. And there's no truth about it. before we continue on this discussion. I want to show you this documentary. I'm going to play just some part of it. I'm not going to play part of all of it. I'll play part of that documentary so that you can listen and see what the IPOB Nigeria are doing, because they have lost the battle. It is only an idiot that can do that kind of a documentary. There is no way you can say you are fighting for Biafra and you'll be presenting a documentary against Biafra itself. It is sad, but that is what we see. Let us see what the IPOB Nigeria is doing through one of their media. Let us watch. I'm going to play some few part of it.
What a life in Arondizog. There is a report from on-ground investigation of security situations and challenges in Arondizog, Idato North Local Government, Imo State. This report was gathered between 6th to 7th April 2024 by Family Writers Press International and compiled to rightly inform Biafrans and the general public of the worrisome security situation that has held Arondizog hostage. Sequel to the persistent insecurity ravaging various parts of Southeast, especially Imo State, Arondizog has lived with horror of death, kidnaps, molestations, rapes, robbery, and terrorism. Accordingly, Family Writers Press International embarked on an on-ground investigative work to obtain accurate, first-hand and primary information regarding repeated news of terrible security situations and challenges in Arondizog.
This is Family Writers Press reporting. I'm live here at Iheme Arondizog. You can see this is the area. I am here to report the security situation in this area. This is Arondizog, Iheme Memorial Secondary School. This is the major road linking into Arondizog.
They call themselves family writers,
Join
using this very video for propaganda against the Biafran government, against the government.
From first-hand information we obtained from interviews, questionnaires, and details gathered by our correspondents from the Arondizog residents, there is this group of fully armed men and women called Autopilot Biafra Liberation Army, aka Umoma, who have severally boasted to be working for the Finland-based Simon Epa. They started terrorizing the good people of Arondizog from early December 2023 till date. The Family Writers Press correspondent interviewed several notable persons in the community who prefers to remain anonymous, but all testified that the hoodlums have a camp in a strategic forest that shares borders with Arondizog community in Idato North Local Government, Ako community in Okigwe Local Government, and Onimo Local Government, all in Imo State. And from that camp, they launched terrors on Arondizog communities, parts of Okigwe and Onimo communities.
This is a level of destruction Gentle has done to the land of Arondizog. This is somebody's house that was knocked down and set ablaze. The whole place was set ablaze by Gentle and his men. It should be a note.
As we were reliably informed by a victim who also prefers to be anonymous for security reasons, the chief hoodlum is named Gentle. Gentle and other of his hardened criminal commanders of autopilot Biafran army units named Butuzo, Uzuma, and Tempo have been terrorizing Arondizog with their groups and have sacked the residents and indigents of over 4 communities in Arondizog. These communities terrorized, sacked, and controlled in Arondizog by this autopilot Biafran army includes Imoko, Obiletiti, Ohiauchu, Ikpa Okere. According to our investigation, these boys of Simon Ekpa engage in crimes such as murder and kidnapping for ransom, car and motorcycle snatching, arson and vandalism, raping.
This is the blackmail that the IPOB Nigeria is pushing. This, they call themselves family writers. family writers, they went and collected videos of the atrocities of the Bubago and Nigerian government. And what did they do? They began to do a voiceover on that video. And they are accusing the Liberation Army of Biafra, accusing our Prime Minister of committing crimes in Biafra land, of attacking Biafran people, of burning people's house. We have seen video evidence, several video evidence, where these people were committing their crimes. We have seen video evidence where the Nigerian government and the terrorists are destroying places. We have seen video evidence, live interview, where we are destroying houses. These were the people they gathered it together, and they're doing voiceover to blackmail our Prime Minister and to blackmail the Liberation Army. This is what is going on today. And I pity those who are going to believe these lies. The Biafran people should be awake, and very much awake, because the people that are creating the insecurity we have in Biafra land today are no other people than the Zoological Republic and the IPOB Nigeria. They sponsor them even in blackmail. Just imagine what they are saying. Just imagine the documentary they gathered together, making collection of videos of the destruction caused by Ebubago, destruction caused by Nigerian government, and they now blame it on our Prime Minister, and they are showing the pictures of our commanders that they are destroying places in Arundizon. A lie from the pit of hell, a lie that there is no evidence whatsoever. This idiot are talking, we have our own evidence. There are evidences that the people who are causing insecurity, taking innocent life of Biafrans in Biafra land, are sponsored by Nigeria, and these are IPOB Nigeria. In our own case, we have their video confession of people who worked for them. But look at what they were doing. They just pick videos and put voiceover, and they expect Biafran to believe. But in our own case, we have video evidence, and I'm going to play for you some of the video evidence we have against them. In case you have forgotten, these videos are online, but because some of us have short memories, they forget about these things that are online, and they want to push a new narrative to drive your attention out from the real truth. Now, I want to show you the truth. The truth and nothing but truth. And you're going to hear confession from the real criminals. From the real criminals who claim to be working for ESN. Meanwhile, they were not even members of ESN. These are IPOB Nigeria. When they were using ESN to conduct evil acts everywhere, they were captured, and their commanders they were using confessed. Today, as it stands, every one of you know that there is nothing like ESN. What we have today is the Liberation Army. And look at what they did, compiling destruction that they caused, compiling all the places they caused havoc, them and the Nigerian government, and they're now doing a voiceover. In order to tarnish the image of Biafra government, to tarnish the image of our Prime Minister, to tarnish the image of the Liberation Army. You think we have forgotten? We can't forget. I want you all to watch this clip.
I left when I joined them, they had to give me a training commander in our first camp in Kuro. I started training them. When I started training them, before we start advancing, because Ebube came now, you know, as a virus. He was the commander that we taking direction from our leaders and our sponsors, and he will pass the signal to us, and we will carry along the path. On the process, our first attack was in Nazir. Nazir roundabout at Air Force. When we attacked them, we killed 2 soldiers. Second one was
You killed 2 soldiers and did what?
we took away the rifle. The second one was in our police station. attacked them and we carried their rifle. And the Ahias police station. When we went there, the Ahias home, they are in alert. That day they are run away. Before we went to the Otokoro police station. We attacked Otokoro police station, but the men there did not allow us to enter. All the whole fight, we ended up on gate. We go back. And also in a few where we get an attack, joint force on 30th May last year. So, and the Onyami, the operation leader in the state. Before we was ordered when we are patrol at the airport, when we attack under its pillars. And also, how did you people kill him? How did you kill him? When we see the vehicle, we packed the vehicle and the man was the person there. You shot him and the blood did not penetrate. So I have to come down and trying to show me his hand. Show me what the ring. He shot him. That's how happened.
Who said you to kill him?
He was our commander Ebube, Virus. And that period, they said that our leader was to send money for the job. And the money did not reach us. That is where we started getting problem.
Who is the leader that is sending this money?
Our leader, GOS, which we know as China Samuru, the more powerful, and who brought the first money was Ezeli Owokote, 120,000. He gave it to Ihedioha, our coordinator. Ihedioha brought it to our... Ihedioha is his name. No be a governor.
Okay, good.
So he brought the 120,000 and gave to Ebube. Another one is Eze Minoma. Eze Minoma from Umamadi, the Umamadi king. He was brought us drink, local drink to the town. Another one was Jude Gwim. Yes, sir. Yeah. The first Jude Gwim from my house. Let's say you work from Umunata community. Well, there's a Minoma from Umamadi, autonomous community. Jude Gwim, the first money he used to register from the hand is 3.5 million naira. And they promised that he's going to give us 10 million every month for our feeding and the sponsoring.
To do what for him?
To do what for him?
As our sponsors.
Yeah, to do what for him?
What is his benefit? He's sponsoring you to do what for him?
The simple thing is that what assignments are they giving to you people to do?
Like Krubo.
Huh?
Krubo.
What is somebody's name?
A man called Krubo. When Ebube told us that we should go and kill him, that's what he told the users to do that time.
Okay.
We kill him. From My house.
Oh boy, yeah.
Oh boy, yeah.
Okay, my question is, before you were recruited into the Biafran, what did they promise you?
They promised me, he first carried me to the camp. He showed me everywhere. He said that he know my house, that I cannot run away. That's number one. If Nigeria Army is paying me 300,000, that they will pay me times 3 of that money. That's what they told us. And if you allow any security agencies to know or to pass information, we start scattering. Because I come to advise some of my boys that see how we are here, like monkey. Some have running away. That's why they declare me wanted. They declare me wanted in DOS. That's why when I see police in my house, I even thank God, say let government run me.
Okay, I saw DSS uniform, I saw EFCC uniform in part of what you, how do you use them?
In our camp, when we want to go and arrest, we will wear like a DSS or police, any suitable,
depending on the
any security outfit, any formation that you want to use. We will use it. Prisoner protest. That time I never.
Okay, good. Okay, sorry. You said Onyame, please. Wait now. You said you started scattering. Okay. Scattering the opposition. It's okay. People should allow this. Now.
We've had enough. We have had enough.
Yes.
Please. Okay, ask your question.
Yes,
and like myself, too, no, we need to go only with the place.
with that mic on.
If we go, we carry like 3 home.
I played this video to take your memories back and remind you where we are coming from. Because of this new narrative you are seeing from the IPOB Nigeria, they are so-called family writers, who is conducting a documentary accusing Master Simon Ekpa of insecurity in Biafra land or attacking Biafra land. This is somebody confessing. And the person that was caught, a commander, one of their commanders was caught. He confessed that it is the DOS that he is working for. He mentioned China Samuru. He didn't miss once. These videos are still there, but an idiot will go out of his way to begin to convince Biafrans with a voiceover on a place where a Rubago and this IPOB Nigeria have committed damages. Then they will do a voiceover and say, Master Simon in out of this all. And in all the documentary, there was nobody that came out to testify and say that Master Simon was sending him or her. I have never seen any video anywhere where anybody was caught and the person said Master Simon was sent him or her. The Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Master Simon, have always said it, that his fight is not against the Biafran people. His fight is not against the innocent. His fight is against the instruments of oppression against Biafra, against the terrorists in Biafra land, against those terrorists in uniform and off uniform. Those are the people he's fighting against, and he will continue to do so. I want to play you another video. Listen carefully, listen clearly on this video before I will bring on somebody who's going to join me on the stage. Let's listen to this video. Once again.
Camp. Tell us, where do you guys camp?
Our camp is there for back of that police station for Afaka, but how long now? Since 6 or 7 months, we don't have any camp now.
So why? Why not get camp?
Because of Iran. Police they find me.
Okay, that's easy. That the way they kill that time. Your men follow now. How will I kill them?
Yes, now my men will go Holland. The person will shoot the heads and a free man. Free man with the sky and the number 1.
Who they sponsor you?
Now China Samuru. China Samuru.
From where? Where are you from?
In that blood.
Where are you from?
Where are you from?
Me.
No,
yes, the Chinasa.
Chinasa. I just know as a DOS commander.
US commander for what?
From ESM.
So how long are this been sponsoring you guys?
Getting to 2 years now.
Him and who?
Him with okay foreign.
To carry out activities in Imo State.
Sir?
To carry out activities in Imo State. Yes. He sponsors you people to carry out.
Yes, sir.
So which other people where they follow Chinasa they sponsor?
Only okay foreign with the Chinasa where they sponsor us for blood. The other man for village here now, Italy is Asian.
From where?
So what? Which reason is it giving you? Which reason is it giving you guys to go and attack all these places?
Chinasa the reason when they tell us, they say this is Babago people.
You can see all these are clear evidence that are on the ground that you can see every minute of the day. It is out there. But yet, these people still have the gut to come and lie against our prime minister. They have the gut to come and speak against an innocent man, to come and blackmail the Liberation Army. And they think they can stand. It is laughable. I need to play it to take our memories back, because some of us have a very short memory. That is why this kind of idiots can flourish. If not, there are numerous evidence to show that the IPOB in Nigeria has never at any point in time been fighting for Biafra. They have always gone against the Biafran people, taking the life of innocent Biafra, up to the extent of giving a command that anybody that listens to our Prime Minister should be killed. That is how bad it was then. That is how bad they were. And they think we have forgotten. We can't forget. You're welcome. Thank you for joining me. Can you hear me? Someone is joining me on the stage.
Hello, good morning, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate what you are doing. I thank God for every one of you, our media team. You are really doing great. Because if not for you guys, this message, how to debunk this, it will have been so difficult for every one of us, because these DOS, they are really out for destruction. They were never there for Mazin and the canon. It is very open. They were never there. This is the reason why our Mazin and the canon was crying for 100 men. He needed 100 men. Even when millions of men were following him, but yet he was crying for just 100 men to march. You can see everything now. But the fact is, these people shall never be forgiven. They have done more than this. No. They will never be forgiven, because all these videos coming out right now, displaying their wickedness. How can you see very well that, yes, this man is doing a good job? You went and been destroying things just because you are not the one doing it. Just because you want money from the Nigerian government. I don't understand. How can people be this wicked? What is our race like this? I don't understand. How can you be so wicked to the end you want to destroy your brother to the end? Knowing very well that your brother is innocent, you formulate all manner of videos just to destroy his image. And you think the world is not seeing? You think they will not know that you are the one doing it? For the fact that the Nigerian government is collaborating with you just to get down our movement, then you think you will be free. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on.
Yeah, because it's like my voice is coming out double. I don't understand.
Okay, I think I have to mute myself.
Okay. So I don't really understand what these people are doing. This is just out of. Can you hear me? Yeah? Yeah, okay. So this is out of hand. They will never be forgiven. The evils they are perpetrating right now will never ever be forgiven. You call yourself DOS. You said you were working with Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. At the end, you are the one that planned his kidnap. You sold him. Now you realize that no, this movement is God-ordained movement. It can never be destroyed. And you see someone that is doing it, instead of you to stay on your own side, you coming out with so many formulated videos just to come and destroy the image of the person. You just want to destroy the image of the person doing a great job just to free you. You think what is coming is about propaganda? Fulani are out. They are in our forest. They are in everywhere. But all you choose to do is to go out and be killing your people. Be killing your people, then blame it on the only man that is fighting to save you out of the hand of the Fulani that are coming from, not just from Africa, from all over the world. We have the Arab Fulani coming to Nigeria. They are all looking for a place to come and take over Nigeria because Nigeria has expired. Then yet you are doing all this. And you think your children will even forgive you one day when they listen to all this story that you are doing? Are they not ashamed? DOS, are you not ashamed? Shina Samoru, are you not ashamed? Chike Dozeha, are you not ashamed of what you guys are doing? The blood of the people you are killing today, you are crying today in the name of you want to bring out propaganda against PM, we surely ask you. It will torment you and your generation forever. You will never go scot-free of everything that you are doing. You will never know peace in your life, neither your generation. I lay this curse on you this day. So shall it be. Thank you, my brother. I am running out because I'm going somewhere, but because I saw this video, I said, no, let me come and say something. Thank you very much.
So much, my beloved sister. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that amazing contribution. May Shukwu Bikabiyama continue to guide and protect you. Thank you, my beloved sister. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So, my fellow Biafrans, you have heard from our beloved sister. This is the situation we found ourselves, and we cannot stop talking, because if you do not attack this propaganda at a stage, some of us have a very short memory. They suddenly want to turn the story around. But we have video evidence by yourself. You can just go on Google and type by yourself, or even on Facebook, search by yourself. You will see video evidence and confessions of people who were caught, who claim to be ESN members, who were working for the IPOB Nigeria, that took innocent life, including taking the life of a traditional ruler. I have played 2 videos for you here now. And there are more. But they overlook it. They go and take a video from somewhere and begin to play voiceover to convince you that Master America is not working for you. Only an idiot will believe that. Only an idiot will believe that. You're welcome, my beloved brother Solomon. Thank you so much for joining. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you, my brother. I can hear you.
You're welcome, my brother. Go on and speak to Biafrans.
I hope I'm coming out loud and clear.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Thank you, my brother. Honestly, whenever I see you like this, I'm always happy. Okay. Whenever I see you like this, I'm always happy. And I continue praying for Chukwu to continue to strengthen you people and our PM and the other cabinet members that are working with him. Honestly, my brother, I saw that propaganda. I saw that idiot that recording nonsense against us. Then I forget now. Somebody will carry gun, shoot and think saying they shoot somebody, come shoot them for a leg. You're supposed to know, say, gun, don't know who carry him. Because could you say that young idiot, that young fool has sense? You should have not embarked on such a thing. You should have asked yourself, since kidnapping of Mazen Nandekan, what and what have those people done? If not to destroy and to wipe out with the terrorists. And Chukwu is someone that will continue the journey. And instead of them to support the person, they are fighting against the person. Now, brother, let me tell our people one thing. For me, and the black, because
your network, my brother, your network is breaking up. I can't hear you anymore. I think we cannot hear you anymore. Your network is breaking.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go on, can hear you now.
Can you hear me now? Okay, okay. Thank you, my brother. You do that. So those people have been there for time immemorial, and there's no way you can rule them out in this struggle. They will be there, haunting us, disturbing us, and this is one of the things that will be propelling us to continue, not to look back. So I thank you, Kokema, putting me here in a for providing this. You know what happened? Those buildings that is videoing doing that voice note is the property that these terrorists and the Bubago destroyed, burned down. They now went there and cover it. They use voice note at background to post it to the international community. My brother, who said what you could my breast?
Here, the network is really bad. The network is bad. Maybe you can log out and come back again. Maybe you can log out and come back again. We can't hear you. We cannot hear you at all. The network is breaking up, so we cannot hear you. So before he comes back again, I want to play another video. There is another propaganda that we are also seeing, and I believe that this very propaganda is being engineered by the IPOB Nigeria. There's another propaganda the IPOB Nigeria is pushing against the self-referendum. And when I saw this video, I was so marvelous. Only an idiot will be considering what these people are doing. Only an idiot, an ignorant fool will consider what these people are doing. Because from every indication, they are showing their stupidity. There's another video I saw, a propaganda against the self-referendum. Self-referendum that is meant to save Biafran people. The self-referendum that is meant to legitimize Biafra. Self-referendum that is meant to show the world that you do not want the intimidation that happened in Nigeria. You are there, you are crying of oppression, you are crying of dehumanization, you are crying of all manner of intimidations. And yet, look at somebody who came out to unite the people, to speak in one voice. You are fighting against it. How bad can it be? And when you saw the man who came out of that very video, who was claiming to be the leader of the Jewish community in Biafra land, claiming to be the leader of Jewish community in Biafra, that he's not in support of the referendum, and you need to ask him, what are you doing? What are you in support of? You do not support the unity of the Biafran people to speak in one voice. Is that what you are fighting against? You are fighting against the unity of Biafrans to speak in one voice and demand for their freedom. You are fighting against the fact that the Biafrans are united and they are one, and all the Biafrans are united in pursuit of freedom. You are fighting you're fighting against the cause of Biafran people, and you see somebody come and cover a video and post that his community in one room where he is organizing his church or whatever you call it, in that one room where they don't have up to, they don't even know how to tell the number, that saying that him and his members will not be part of the referendum. This is how low this IPOB Nigeria can go. This is how low they can go. I am going to play the video also for you to listen. And these videos I'm playing it to bring out your attention on how bad it is. So that when you see these people who are against Biafra people, you can identify them easily. You can easily identify them. It doesn't matter who name they call. And what they use is that some of them, when they come, they will use the name of Master Nandekano to begin to propagate their evil agenda. If you are not careful, you think they mean well. They never mean well for you. That is why we have to bring these videos and bring your attention to these videos. When they are propagating their evil act, they will use the name of Mazen Nandekano. You see this one, why he was talking, Mazin Nandegan is a Jewish, Mazin Nandegan is part of that Mazin Nandegan gave the 10 commandments, that you shouldn't do anything, you should fold your hand and sit back until you obey the 10 commandments. Biafra will come by itself. Madness. You will see an empty vessel, a man who is real, I don't know whether he is drunk, making a campaign, propaganda against the self-referendum. Self-referendum that is meant to save you. What is bad in having a referendum? What is bad in having the referendum to know how many people are in support of the freedom of Biafra? What is bad in knowing how many communities are Biafrans? What is bad in knowing that whether Biafran people are ready or not ready to go? And you call yourself a Biafran. You call yourself somebody who wants freedom. Do you think that the community, the world is working according to your pity party or your cry or your tears? Do you think that the world cares about your tears or your noise making or your agitation? And after saying that nonsense, look at the man. In that same video, he was calling for the whole world to come and help. Calling for the Jews across the world to come and help. Help you for what? When you have not helped yourself. When you are not even ready to help yourself. Something as simple as self-referendum. Go and cast your vote. You are there telling your members not to go and cast their vote. This is arrant nonsense and madness. And I want to play the video for Biafran to see how idiotic some people can be. I want you to watch. Listen to this man.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people of Biafrans. This is the Eastern Judaism. They are here live today, being the 28th of April 2024, to address on a motion concerning the ongoing referendum conducted and assigned by Simon Ekpa. The person sitting in the front of this camera is the Kohen, and Kohen DS Honor, the founder of the Eastern Judaism, and also the Kohen of Peace of Yahweh Synagogue. He is here to counter on the motion about the ongoing referendum conducted by the leader of the autopilot, Simon Ekpa. We, the Eastern Judaism, are here to counter it. We are not support of the ongoing referendum, in the fact that our leader, Mazin Namdekano, is still incarcerated in the DSS dungeon. We are not in support of it. And we are telling all the people around the world, especially to Biafrans, that we, the Eastern Judaism, we are not in support of the ongoing referendum, since our leader, Mazin Namdekano, is still detained. We are not in support of it. Without wasting much of our time, I would like the Eastern Judaism founder, DS Onoha, to speak on and tell the world what he has assigned and arranged for them. You can go on, sir.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, the Jew all over the world and Biafrans all over the world. My name is Kohen Daniel Sunday Honor, the founder of Eastern Judaism, and also the Kohen of Peace of Yahweh Synagogue. I standing here to address the whole Jew and the whole Biafrans all over the world, for them to know that we, the Eastern Judaism, here in this side of Africa, we didn't back in any referendum of any kind at all, because our son and our member and our brother and also the father too, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom that the Almighty sent for this era, for this mission that he's still in the dungeon of the hand of DSS, and he have never ordered us to do any referendum. So we are not backing any type of referendum right now until we hear from him. Because if you look at what is going on in this place, many of Biafrans have tried all their best to get Biafra, but they failed because him who put us into this slavery and suffering is not a human being. It's a spirit that we offended. And that spirit we offended, the first man that...
You have heard from the idiots. There's no point playing everything he's talking trash. And the annoying thing is that when they want to project this nonsense, they use the name of Mazen Nandika. Look at the nonsense the idiot is talking. That the person holding us captive is a spirit. And for that, we should not do anything. We should fold our hands and watch. Using the name of Mazen Nandika to push his evil agenda. That Mazen Nandika is your son. He told you to do this and do that. Why are you not obeying him? One of the instructions that Mazen Nandika gave is to listen to Mazen Samoneka, follow his videos, follow his program. This man today knows that the Biafra Republic is in charge of the case of Mazen Nandeka in the court today. The legal team today is under the control of our Prime Minister and the Republic of Nigeria. The Biafra Republic of Nigeria is in charge of the media, of the legal team of Mazen Nandeka today. Mazen Nandeka is very much aware of every single thing that our Prime Minister is doing. You could see that even when the lawyer was interviewed about it, the lawyer could not say anything against Mazen Samoneba. And Mazen Nandeka, when they have pushed him to speak against Mazen, he has never spoken against Mazen Samoneba. But look at this man attacking referendum that is meant to set us free. He said he's the initiator. He says he's the founder of Eastern Judaism. This is how they give themselves titles to confuse themselves. Founder of Eastern Judaism. What can you offer? Is it without two people in that your church there, two children that you're confusing? Is that how you're going to get Biafra? That we should fold our hands and sit back? This is the work of the IPOB Nigeria, and this is how low they can go. This is how low they can go. You cannot get any responsible and reasonable Biafra by this kind of blackmail and propaganda. We have gone too far to listen to this kind of idiots. We have gone too far to listen to this kind of nonsense. Biafra already have a government, which our Supreme Master is aware. And you are there. The Master Nandekan is your son. He's your member. He told you. He gave you 10 commandments. Nonsense. You're welcome back, my beloved brother. Your network is really disturbing you, not allowing you to speak. Try again and let's see if your network will allow you to speak.
Yes, so honestly, I hope I'm coming out loud and clear.
Yes.
Am I coming out loud and clear?
Loud and clear. Go on.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, thank you. My brother, just like as I was saying before they rudely interrupt me, you know, I want our people to know one something now. Chukwuka Abiyama has opened a door of freedom to us. Many. Okay, no problem. No problem. It's like when I talk, my voice will come back later to you. But let me continue. You see, a door of freedom has opened to us. And there's nobody in this planet, even though some of us say we will not enter, there are those that Abiyama has provided to enter. Just like when our leader was with disciple, our leader was still looking for 100 men. Why thousands of them were with him? You see that
The network is very bad over there, so there's nothing we can do than to keep on speaking and doing the needful. Fellow Biafrans that are watching, every one of us must be at alert. Do not pay attention to the propaganda and blackmail of the enemies. No matter how they try, they will never succeed. No matter how they try to blackmail, no matter how they try with their propaganda, they will never succeed. They will continue to fail again and again and again. Wherever you are as a Biafran, you must stand firm and continue to stand for your freedom. Don't allow anybody to convince you otherwise. We are in the time of restoration. Always have that in your back of your mind. We are in the time of restoration, and Biafra must be restored. We are no longer in the time of agitation. We are no longer in the time of complaint, petition, and protesting. No. We are in restoration. And if anybody in the planet Earth today tells you that he doesn't know about the plight of Biafra, they are liars. Anyone that tells you he doesn't know about the situation of the Biafra people, these are a bunch of liars. You don't listen to them, don't pay attention to them. Because the world knows what we are going through. The world knows what we are passing through. They know what we are going through now. And they know that we have tried. It is left for us to rise up. Nobody is not going to help you until you help yourself. Until you help yourself, nobody will help you. And that time has come. As they told Mazen Nandekano, go and start doing something if you want something to happen. Today, in the new dimension, the Prime Minister of Biafra, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, is doing something, and we will not stop until restoration comes. If you think that the world don't know about what is happening in Biafra land, or they didn't know, they know, they only ignored. For the reason best known to them, they ignored because of their own selfish and personal interests. But we, the Biafrans, will not ignore. They tell us to forget. We will never forget. You cannot force us to forget when you have not repented or when you have not corrected the evil meted against the Biafran people. You have not even accepted responsibility. Nobody has been punished for Biafran genocide. No single person has been held accountable for Biafran genocide, and you want us to forget. The contraption called Nigeria do not want to talk about it. The world do not want to talk about it. They won't want to discuss it. But I bet you, in 2024, in the era of the new dimension, under our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, under the Biafra Republic, we will take back our land. We will take back our dignity. We will take back what belongs to us. Let us listen to this very video for you to know that the world knows our situation. They are waiting for us to act, and we will act.
Not prevent mass murder. It can be Biafra or Cambodia or Rwanda or Sudan.
We do not have a date set aside to commemorate what happened in 1967.
I think there's no need for that because you'll be reopening old wounds.
It's not the duty of people who are not involved to deny the pain of people who are involved. In Nigeria, there's this big embargo about Biafra. You must never talk about Biafra. We have to move on. You have to forget. You have to just move on. Forget about it. But it's not the duty of people who are not there to forget. If the people who suffered want to forgive and forget, it's their prerogative and they can do that at their will. Well, Steve Jobs, has anybody read his autobiography? Yeah, he stopped going to church because he read about the Biafra war. He said, if Christians can do that to people, why should I worship that God? I don't agree with him, but that's his view. He felt so bad about the war. Bernard Kouchner, former French foreign minister, remember him in Kosovo, digging every last bone to understand what happened in Kosovo. But where did he start? He started in Biafra. He was there as a Red Cross volunteer. He resigned from the Red Cross. He said, we can't be impartial in such a situation. He founded Médecins Sans Frontières, MSF, because of the Biafra situation. And that's what Biafra did to him. John Lennon returned his MBE to the Queen because of the Biafra war.
As a protest against violence and war, especially Britain's involvement in Biafra, which most of the British public aren't aware of, because all the press, TV and radios slant all the news from Biafra. All the stuff I learnt on Biafra from journalists, off-the-cuff folks, is a different story, and I began to be ashamed of being British. And I'm a patriotic nationalist, if the truth were out, and Yoko can vouch for that. I'm always fighting about what Britain invented, radar, and what all the different things we've done. But every day I just began to worry a bit more about it, and I was going to send the MBE back anyway. I could have done it privately, but the press would have found out anyway. He would have been here a week later instead, less impact.
Jimi Hendrix was playing concerts to raise money for the children in Biafra. He was raising money to feed people like me. I would have died if those flights hadn't come in. 3,170 flights in 3 years that came in with all the food we wanted because there was no way to feed Biafra. And of course, part of the war strategy was to starve and kill everybody. Akanibiam, he had all the awards from here. CBE, MBE, everything, right up to the knighthood. He returned all of that to the Queen because of the war.
If you came away from some of the earlier tragedies of the Biafran War and some of the wars in Africa and the AIDS things I photographed, there wasn't enough darkness.
The next piece is also by Alex Baranovsky. It's called Biafra, and this was actually written for a documentary which just came out at the beginning of this year. The documentary is called McCullen, and it's about the very famous war photographer Don McCullen, who traveled around the world over the last 30, 40 years, taking the most extraordinary photographs, mostly of war-torn areas. And Biafra was a former province near to Nigeria, where they had a most horrendous civil war in the 1960s. And there was a particular colony, children's colony, which had been abandoned, and thousands of children were left there to die. And Don McCullen arrived at this place in Biafra to find all these children there. And the children thought that he had come to save them. But the truth was he was there as a photographer. He'd come to take photos.
You know, I'd walk into a school in Biafra and I would see 800 children dying. And as soon as they saw the white men coming, you could see they thought there was some hope at the end of the tunnel. And what did I bring them? I brought them 2 Nikon cameras around my neck. And I saw these children dropping down and dying in front of me. And you know, we live in a world now where the media isn't that particularly interested in the real tragedy in our lives.
You feel that?
I'm convinced it is.
And it was something that he just never really got over, never really recovered from. And Alex wrote this particular piece based on that, and it's in the film, which is the most extraordinary documentary. I would urge any of you to go and see it. It's just out, and it has picked up 2 BAFTA nominations, in fact, just recently. So this is Biafra by Alex Baranovsky.
When we talk about the Biafra issue, it's not a made-up story. This is something that is out there. So many communities know about it. Any international community that tells you they don't know about the story of Biafra, they are lying. They know very well what transpired. They know the story very well, but they have refused to act for one reason or the other. Nobody knows. Every part of the world knows the situation of Biafra, what transpired. The genocide that happened in Biafra land, they know. The information is out there. Judging from this video I played, you can understand that the awareness has been created to the highest level. And the only thing that remains to do is for us to take action. Because nobody is going to act except we do so. Nobody's going to act on our behalf. We have to act, and others will help. When you are drowning in a river, you must raise up your hand to alert people out there to know that you are drowning. When you raise up your hands and show that you are drowning, people will now help you and save you. But when you relax and you drown, you are going down, people will feel you are comfortable. Maybe you are diving and you will dive in there. That time for us to wave our hand has come. And that is exactly what we are doing today, the time of restoration. It is not the time to cry. It is not the time to protest. No more creating our awareness. It is restoration of Biafra. That is where we are today. And that is why the Liberation Army is giving it to them woto woto. That is why our Prime Minister is standing tall, taking responsibility for every single thing that is done under the Biafra Republic of Nigeria. because we are following the legal procedure to restore Biafra. No one is going to do it for us. We have to do it ourselves. And that is exactly where we are today. Fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you to sit up, support the Liberation Army, support the Biafra Republic of Nigeria. Today is Monday. As we speak, if you are in Biafra land, don't forget, it is sit at home. Don't ask me if sit at home is still ongoing. It is ongoing and it will continue until Biafra is free. Don't go and expose yourself to danger. This is an agreement that the Biafrans have reached. It is uncompromisable. Monday sit at home continues. It will not stop. And while you are watching, remember, 29th of May, 30th of May, and 31st of May is sit at home in Biafra land. And the sit at home is to encourage people to engage in the self-referendum, to help Biafrans get engaged in the self-referendum, help those you can help, support those you can support, and make sure that every Biafran that is up to 18 years and above cast their vote. The importance of self-referendum cannot be counted. They are numerous. If you genuinely want freedom, if you sincerely want freedom, if you want to be free, you must participate in the self-referendum. Fellow Biafrans that are watching, do not get distracted. Do not get deceived. Be focused on your freedom. Remember the word of our Prime Minister, eyes on the rising sun. Eyes on the rising sun. Eyes on the rising sun. And it is Biafra first in everything you do. In every of your transaction, in every of your discussion, it is Biafra first. Thank you so much for being part of this program, wherever you are connecting from. I appreciate everyone that has connected, everyone that played a role and participated. My beloved brother Solomon, thank you so much for being part of the program. It's unfortunate that your network could not allow you to express yourself the way you always do. But notwithstanding, we appreciate you for that contribution. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every Biafran. Guide and protect the Liberation Army. Guide and protect the resistant fighters. Guide and protect our Black Marine. Guide and protect our Air Force. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect the de facto government in the homeland. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every member of the Biafra Republic government in exile. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Wherever he is, may Chukwu Okike guide and protect him. Give him more wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and divine protection. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. I pray for my supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is. I commit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the hand of Chukwu Okike for divine strength, for divine healing, for divine revelation. May Chukwu Okike bring him back to us very soon. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. Thank you so much for listening to this program. I appreciate every one of you that have participated either on the Facebook or on the YouTube, wherever you are watching us from. I appreciate you and I thank you for being part of this program. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect all of us. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move airborne. Stay safe.
Yeah. maka Biafra.